Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about my experience with the juice cleanse I completed about a month ago. Originally I posted a photo on Instagram of my first meal post juice cleanse, and I had mentioned that I was going to make a video. If you're interested in doing a juice cleanse, I definitely recommend watching the documentary Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. If I can, I'll link it down below, but it's by Joe Cross, and he completed this juice cleanse. He did a 60-day juice cleanse, I believe, and cured his chronic disease that was deemed incurable, got completely off all of his medications, and lost over 100 pounds. So definitely sparks some interest if you're interested in doing any of that to your own body. I am not a doctor and I'm not trying to say that I am. I don't want to kill anybody, so let's just get that out there. Juicing is different from doing smoothies or a lemonade cleanse or something like that. You can get the pre-packaged juices, which I did for the first and second day. It's important for you to understand that juicing is not a get thin quick kind of solution. That doesn't exist. Coming up to the juice cleanse, you want to eliminate red meats and heavy foods, just kind of slowly transition to lighter foods. So eat more fruits and veggies in the days prior and just 3 days before, just to kind of give your body a warning, I guess, just to prep it. If you don't, no big deal. I literally just woke up and did it. I didn't prep myself. I was already previously on a plant-based diet, so didn't really affect me as much. So let's talk about the actual days of the diet. Whatever you want to call it, you're consuming water filtered through plants. That's literally what juice is. It's not just going and buying an apple juice or pineapple juice or whatever you think kind of juice is in a store. Naked juices don't count. They are literally just fruits and veggies, but they are more pulverized than they are juiced. And when you have an actual juicer, it removes the insoluble fiber and just keeps the micronutrients and the water. So you are dropping your caloric intake drastically while not missing out on any of the nutrients. You're actually getting more nutrients than you probably would on your typical diet. So the first day, unfortunately, this might be TMI, but it was Shark Week for me, and I don't know if that helped or hurt my progress at all, but I definitely was more hungry because, let's be honest, I just like food, and during affectionately named Shark Week, I just want to eat everything. So day 1 and 2 sucked. I was angry. I just wanted food. I wanted to kill my boyfriend. It was kind of his idea, and it's also kind of my fault because I let him watch the documentary and he just woke up and decided that's what we were doing. So we got the packaged bottles of juice, which we went to Whole Foods and they had the Blueprint cleanse, and that's great. Just pop a bottle open and drink it. I'm not somebody who can consume a lot of liquids in a short period of time, so that was also difficult for me. The first day I did manage to get, I think 4, maybe I only got 4 juices in, and then the next day I only got 3 in, so doing the bottled juice cleanse really didn't work for me. For one, it was about $50 a day, and to do even a 3-day juice cleanse, that's $150, and unless you have a ton of money, it's not really feasible. I ended up investing in a Breville juicer, and that was honestly the best thing I ever did. After that, went to Costco and did a huge fruit and veggie haul. The entire week was less than $50. So if you already have a juicer that you can use, doing the juice cleanse is not that expensive. They say that by day 3, you should be coming to the end of the rough patch of it. And my boyfriend did it with me, and he was feeling better on day 3. You definitely do sleep better. You have natural energy, especially in the morning when you first drink your juice. It kind of just hits you, and you're just all right, let's go, and you feel great. And then once you start to come back off of that kind of nutrient high, you then drink another one and you feel great again. So the hunger is there, but it gets better as the days go on, if that makes any sort of sense. You just kind of get used to it. In those first 3 days, you really realize how much food is habitual. You don't realize how little you think about food until food is all you think about. So day 4, he woke up feeling euphoric. He felt great. Unfortunately for me, it wasn't until day 5 that the hunger went away. And that was rough. So day 5 of 7, is when I started feeling better. I was honestly surprised that he felt better quicker than I did because he wasn't completely plant-based and I was, so I thought it would be sort of an easier transition. But definitely expect to be peeing a lot because you're just consuming so much water and no solids, so your body doesn't have to do anything. It just takes the nutrients and just lets the water go. I don't think I have peed so much in my life. It was like every 15 minutes I had to go, like the worst pee I've ever had to do. Again, maybe too much information, but I'm just here to tell you like it is. So obviously when you stop eating, your body sends out signals to like get you to eat. It makes you hungry, or you're tired, so you lay down so you conserve energy and things like that. So as your body gets used to the fact that you are consuming all the nutrients it needs and you're not actually missing out on anything, it makes it easier. Your body kind of comes back off of that and realizes like, whoa, like let's calm down. Let's turn these signals off. We're okay. It's gonna be fine. Unfortunately for me, that didn't happen until about day 5. And yes, the energy was there, sleeping better, just like feeling okay. Nah, it definitely wasn't this like euphoric moment where, you know, I saw rainbows and butterflies in the sky. But I think it was around midday, day 5, my body just kind of like jumped back into motion. So let's just say my green juice went in and just straight back out. And it wasn't pleasant, but it wasn't like I'm dying. It was just kind of like when you feel your body digesting and you feel things moving along. It was that kind of feeling, and it was just sudden, and it was almost like that sudden urge to pee, but it wasn't the area it came from. It's not pretty, and any kind of cleanse you do, whether it's pills or lemonade diets or juice cleanse, you're gonna have some sort of bathroom side effects, let's be honest. So when you don't have anything coming in, obviously the things coming out slow down. So day 5 was the only day that was just like, whoa, this is weird. So I was feeling good, the cravings kind of like dropped off, and that happened, and it was fine. So the next couple of days just came and went, and it was what it was. It sucks, like there's no candy coating that not eating for 7 days sucks. It does get easier. It is what it is. You're not consuming food, you're used to it, you feel hungry. It does get better as your body gets used to it, and that's really the main thing that you need to understand. And if you are committed to this and you're looking to get some kind of result out of it, you ate yourself into the health you're in now. You have to earn your health back, and it's not something that happens overnight, and this juice cleanse is not like an overnight fix. You can do it for 3 days, 10 days, however long you feel is necessary, or however long you're comfortable with doing it, but just keep in mind that this isn't the fix. So obviously I had intended to post this video like within a week after my cleanse was completed, but I'm honestly grateful that that didn't happen because it didn't take me a week to come off my juice cleanse. It actually took me a little over 2 weeks. It just comes down to everybody's body is different. If you go onto the Reboot with Jo website, they have like some tips for coming off of it, and one of them is to avoid the scale, which definitely you're gonna wanna do. I broke my fast with an apple and some peanut butter, and then I had like some spinach later with a touch of hummus, like just staying as raw as possible. And then for dinner I made a vegetable soup with whole wheat pasta that I like really cooked down so it was easier to digest. And that was kind of day 1. Day 2, you're like, wow, yeah, I can eat again, and you just kind of eat everything, and that's a bad idea. You will not feel good after doing that. Remember to slow down when you eat for the next at least 5 days and avoid the scale at all costs. By the end of my 7-day juice cleanse, I had lost 9.6 pounds, and it was so frustrating because I was really shooting for that like 10-pound mark, but it didn't happen, and I was just ready to eat. So the first day went the way it went, and then second day kind of binge out on everything. Third day realized it was a bad idea, and then went back to all the good stuff, but still wasn't feeling great. Now you have to keep in mind, for a week you didn't eat, and now you're putting all of this food back in your body. You're putting the insoluble fiber, the sodium, everything. You're just putting everything all back in, and your body takes a while to readjust. It just took a week to adjust to not eating, so now it needs time to adjust to eating again. At some point, your system kicks in, you start digesting and eliminating, things start moving along normally, and usually, by the end of the week, you're feeling better. Unfortunately for me, I do have a super sensitive stomach, so food does affect me differently. So for me, it was a little bit different, and everybody's body is different. So I think by the end of the week, I decided to weigh myself, and I had gained back like 7 of my 9.6 pounds and just freaked out. It was like, you're telling me I just spent a week not eating for nothing? And got really discouraged, and then I kept in mind, like, this is a process, nothing happens overnight, and just kept going with eating right and just letting things work themselves out. So by the end of week 2, I started feeling a little bit better, and I pushed it another couple days to wait before I weighed myself, and I had dropped 5 more of those pounds. So in total, I gained 2 of my 9.6 pounds back. And this cleanse isn't just like, do it, lose the weight, and you're good to go, you can go back to eating normally. This cleanse is important to do if you want to detox your body, get rid of those cravings, get all that bad stuff out, and then move on to eating better. For me, I was already on a like whole foods, plant-based diet, so the cleanse wasn't exactly necessary, but it was something I was curious about, so I decided to do it. Avoid the scale, that's the biggest thing, and don't go back to your old eating habits. Obviously, if you're on any kind of medication or treatment, or if you're pregnant or nursing, you're gonna wanna consult with your doctor. But I did this on my cycle, and I lived to tell the tale, so that's not something that you should really be concerned about. You can do it whenever, unless you just want to be patient and wait a week and do it when you're not dying. But I figured if I'm gonna die 1 week out of the month, I might as well just double up. I definitely recommend watching the documentary Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. I'll try to link it down below. If I can't, then I apologize, but you can Google it or pull it up on Netflix, and I have watched it more than once. Definitely educate yourself before just diving into it. Again, naked does not count, so don't think you can go and get a like gallon container of naked juice and make it happen. My green juice consisted of cucumber, celery, kale, green apples, which I doubled up on because your girl loves her fruits. There's a whole lemon in there, and ginger. And use as much or as little ginger as you prefer. If you haven't tried it before, then obviously start in small amounts, but you just kind of peel the skin and just throw it in your juicer. And that's the green juice. I hope I covered a decent amount of what you might have questions on. If not, please just feel free to reach out and ask me, and I'll either reply to you, or if there are enough questions, I'll do part 2 to this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up so that I know, or leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. I have a lot to share with you guys, and I hope you decide to come along with me. Thanks for watching. I love food.